Record, this is why I watch this show. Shout out to James Barker for giving us one last masterpiece before he went off to glory. Hey y'all, it's Day. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 1 of Casa Amor. So if you haven't seen it yet and you do not want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on episode 17, but of course I want to hear yours, so feel free to drop your thoughts below if you do want to participate in the conversation, and give this video a like and a hype before you go. We are getting a full week of Casa per Love Island's Instagram account, and I feel like that's not normal because they announced it. Maybe they always announce it, but you know, I've only seen a few seasons, but I feel like Casa is usually a couple of days, 3 or 4 days maybe, but we're getting a full week, so we are in for a treat. So what I'm going to do is talk about everything pre-Mojo Dojo Casa House, and then we're going to get into the shenanigans. So Aniya pulls Casey to question him about why he was the only one in the villa who wanted to keep Soul. And she's like, but you understand why she had to go, right? It's because you were the only one that would have explored her. And by that logic, Aniya, why are you still in the house?
Sincere didn't want to keep her. So it really would have just been you pulling her for chats.
Probably.
You see?
Probably me, yeah. I can see that. And you looking like, why are you looking like that?
If your reasoning for wanting Soul to be gone is because he's the only one that was going to be there to talk to her, then why are you here? Because he's the only one talking to you too. And that's no tea, no shade, but it's like that logic doesn't make sense. And listen, I love Aniya. Gorgeous woman. She's tea, even though I want her to style her hair a different way. And listen, we've been getting into it in the comments now. On my After Sun video, I said, somebody left a comment talking about his hairstyle, saying that they wish she was styled differently. And I said, I wish she was styled differently too. I want to see something other than a wash and go. No, I don't have a wash and go today. It's a twist out. Now, some of y'all didn't like that. Y'all kind of actually seemed offended by it, that I would even suggest that she should do a different style other than a wash and go. But I don't think that's anything crazy to say. I never said her hair looks like shit. I never said, oh, it's terrible. Oh my God, I hate it. I said I want to see some different styles. I don't think that's that crazy. In the comment section of that video, y'all also have been letting me know that that might not be Aniya's hair. Now listen, I don't know much about added hair. I've had a weave one time, my prom night, and I said never again because it was all over the place. So I don't really know much about it, but some of y'all are saying that's not Aniya's hair. That's a half wig. The reason she can't style it differently is because it's a half wig. Like that's what y'all saying, is that's why she can't do styles, because the wig doesn't allow her to. That's what some of y'all are saying. Some of y'all are saying it's a sew-in. I think the general consensus is that we don't know what it is. I thought it was her natural hair. If it is a wig or a weave, it looks good. I just wish she would style it differently. The reason I thought it was her hair is because it looks good. No one's saying her hair doesn't look good. I'm saying I want to see her style it differently. That's it, that's all. But in regards to KC wanting to pull Soul, Aniya has repeatedly said, I'm not stopping him from exploring. I never said he can explore. We're still open. But all her actions are showing otherwise. Soul isn't even in the house anymore. And she's getting so upset at the thought of him wanting to pull her again that she gets up and walks away from the conversation.
I also still have to explore that.
Okay.
Oh, no hug, no.
It's not even a possibility, girl. Soul's not even here. And I don't understand how y'all don't see that that's ridiculous. And when they're getting ready for bed, Casey says something that I think is really important.
Do you want to fix things with her, yes or no?
I'm fixing some shit that ain't even broken. I can't fix another person off of past trauma shit that don't got shit to do with me.
And this is similar to something that I said the other day in regards to what I am presuming are insecurities on Aniya's part. Insecurities or self-esteem issues. Casey cannot fix that for her. You know who fixes that? Aniya and a therapist are going to be able to work through her insecurities and self-esteem issues. He could tell her she's beautiful day in and day out. Her skin is gorgeous day in and day out. If she doesn't believe that herself, it doesn't matter. All of it is null and void if she doesn't believe it herself. So she's going to have to work on that. And when Aniya is talking to Trinity and Melanie about it, she says this.
Soul's not even in here anymore, but he was saying like he felt like she deserved a second chance, which I understand, but it's just like,
that shit would piss me the fuck off hearing that shit.
And the way that she says it makes it sound like KC offered that information up out of nowhere. Like they were sitting down and having a regular chat and he was like, I wish Soul was still here because I would have pulled her. That's not how that happened. Like that's the implication that she gives with the way that she explains it. But we all know that that's not how that happened. She specifically asked him, hey, I heard that you were kind of fighting to keep Soul in the house. Why? And then he goes to say why. She asked, hey, do you think you would have still chatted with her? He says yes. And now she's using it against him. It's like she purposely misremembers or purposely misquotes KC, and I really don't understand why she's doing that.
And I feel like even Aniya knows that that's something she does, because there's one point where she's talking to Melanie and she even has to clarify, yeah, that's exactly what he said verbatim. That's exactly what he said. Those are direct words, because she needs to justify that she's not making it up, because she does that often.
if it was the other way around and Soul was here instead of Jen, he was like, well, I would have been pulling her pretty much for chats and talking to her.
He said that crystal clear like that.
Yeah, like transparent.
Now Melanie and Trinity are upset, so Aniya's even more upset. It's like she's not thinking for herself, and I really don't understand why. Like, girl, no, you are literally sending mixed signals. At this point, in my opinion, Aniya is gaslighting him. She's telling him one thing, but her behavior is a complete contradiction to what she's saying. It's like she's trying to condition him or something. This would be like when you're a kid and your parent says, you can have a piece of candy out of the drawer, go ahead and get it. But every time you reach to open the drawer, they smack you on the hand. And then you say, man, that was kind of weird. Let me try again. And you go, and they smack you on the hand. Eventually, you're going to stop reaching for the candy. Even though they're telling you you can have it, eventually you're going to stop. Because every time you reach for that candy, you're getting crazy results that don't match the words that they are saying. Aniya is telling him, we're still open, go explore, do all these things, pull people for chats. And when he does it, she's crying, she's being passive aggressive. What you're telling me and your actions are contradictions. And I know y'all are rooting for Aniya, I'm rooting for her too, but you have to be able to call out the hypocrisy. I feel like y'all like for her is causing y'all to dismiss what she's doing when it's very clear what she's doing. And then she's saying, I feel like he's trying to confuse me. No, girl, you're the confusing one here.
He think you stupid. Like, I don't know if he think he can just word shit to make me confused.
You just know what to do when somebody comes in here that you like.
Yeah.
You better explore, bitch.
Yeah. Okay.
You better.
She's actually doing what she's accusing him of doing. She's the problem here. And then Melanie, again, is in her head. Melanie's been in her head all season. I've been talking about the fact that Melanie is in her head, that I feel like she's running to Melanie to think for her. I've been saying this all season. Melanie is telling her, well, you know when somebody else come in, you better explore, you better do it, girl. And now she's like, yeah, I am going to do it. You know what? Thank you, Melanie, for giving me permission. I am going to do it. When you've already discussed with KC that y'all were open and that was okay to do, why do you need to get validation and a permission slip from Melanie? And then on Melanie's side, it's like, so you want her to do exactly what KC was doing that you're giving him shit about. Y'all not making no sense to me. And Aniya is making it hard to root for her at this point. This isn't your man looking at some random girl on the street. This is Love Island. When you signed up for Love Island, you realized that there might possibly be other girls who like him, right? Like, you knew that coming in. Moving on to Zach and Kata pre-Mojo Dojo Casa House. They were also having a little tiff because Kata chatted with Caleb and she actually liked the chat. Zach was also upset because during the fairy tale challenge, Caleb took his shirt off first and then kissed Kata. So then he felt like when he took his shirt off, he was copying Caleb.
Took his top off and then got to do that with you. So then it felt like I've lost the specialness of doing it with you because you've already done it now.
And Zach is really in his feelings. He's so upset that he doesn't cook her breakfast. Now, the reason that he gives for not cooking her breakfast is the kitchen is always too occupied. But the kitchen been occupied since day 2 when Kata walked in, and you were making her breakfast then. All of a sudden, it's too busy. I don't know. Meanwhile, Caleb brings Jen the biggest breakfast ever. And of course, because Zach is on top of Bryce like white on rice, he has to go consult him about this situation. And for some reason, it seems lost on Bryce that Zach quite literally laughed in his face when he said he wanted to pull Kata, but now Zach is coming to him for some comfort when Kata is being pulled by a man that she actually likes. Now you want him to comfort you.
She kissed her twice in the challenge. She was loving both kisses. And then, and I'm thinking, oh, wait, maybe there is something, Yeah.
He laughed in your face. Like, just keep that in mind. And a lot of people are upset for Soul calling this couple's island, but I think we can all see clear as day that that's what it is. But look how quickly Zach was ready to turn on Kata when he saw her liking somebody else.
Probably I should start talking to the people.
All of a sudden, he was on board with not being on couple's island anymore. It's giving fake island. It's giving a strategic island is what it's giving. Like I've been saying, he's trying to win the money. But for some reason, it doesn't register to either of them that they have the complete opposite mindset when it comes to KC. They gave this man shit for pulling Soul, and now they're telling each other, yeah, we need to pull people, we need to stay open. And then we're not even getting into what happened in Casa yet, because who's the first person to give a speech when they get to Casa talking about, make sure you guys explore, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for.
Use this moment to really explore and see how you connect. Come on, let's get it, guys. One, 2, 3, Casa. 1, 2, 3, Casa.
And then Kata's talking to Melanie about Zach being upset. And again, she's getting validation from Melanie. Yeah, it's all good. Definitely do that. He shouldn't be mad at that.
If you're not open, say that. And he will realize there's no reason to be mad at you, because what else were you supposed to say? No, you can't pull me for a chat. Literally.
Where was this energy when Sincere was pulling Soul? Like, y'all not consistent. At least be consistent. Kenzie was still trying to claim that she's somehow better than Gabe because he was lustful.
Comparing me to Gabe, I haven't been lustful like Gabe was,
Right.
Even though every single person in this villa is lustful, and Kenzie busts it wide open any moment that she gets during the challenges. So I don't know what she's talking about. And we can literally see what her and Corbin are doing in the bed. I think we all could put 2 and 2 together what French fries are. Before Mojo Dojo Casa House, Trinity now becomes the second person, only after Zach, of course, to see Bryce's, what Zach did in the last episode. So that's totally fine. If that's their business, if Trinity wants to be second one in line, then hey, what can can I do about that?
Every thought in my head just went out the window. Like overthinking and everything, I just did me.
Love that for him. Can I just say I thoroughly enjoyed how Casa was presented to the girls? It was like a mini movie night, but in real time. And y'all know I'm looking forward to movie night.
Are you fucking with me?
I'll happily be your new emergency contact.
I don't know if they always do it like a surprise like this. Like, I know they typically have people sneak away, but I don't know if they tend to show people what's happening. But I feel like a big part of the reason why they did it this way and made it this whole big thing is because of the fact that no one was exploring. So they nipped that right in the bud. They said the men weren't exploring, so we're gonna force them to. We throw in 6 Casa Bombshells at them that are gonna dance all over them, so they're cooked.
Oh, my hat.
Uh-oh.
It's not the only thing that's hard.
What did she say? That's not the only thing that's hard.
And then we're gonna show the girls in real time what's happening so that they could be upset and they can go explore too. And they getting 12 men. They really set it up nicely. Everybody gonna explore now because everybody's pissed off. Well, at least on the girl side, they pissed off. Absolutely sensational production. And listen, the Casa girls did not come to play. The intros were fire. Amora's intro was hot as hell. I said, can I get a spot on the couch? Like, what's going on? Because I can fly to Fiji real quick and be there. Pramita, I think that's how I say her name. I might be getting that wrong. She came in second, I believe. The Persian cat, hot as hell.
I'm not a regular cat. I'm a Persian cat.
She's gonna have a few different boys in that Casa in trouble. Mostly Corbin. He likes the dark hair. He's made it very clear. And he started saying Kenzie, who? I ain't never even heard that name before. Who? Y'all know somebody named Kenzie? Because I don't. He hit Kenzie with the old,
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
And unfortunately for our sweet summer child, Kenzie, there is another brunette blonde coming in. And we can tell that Corbin is her favorite because she pulls him up on stage and she goes to town. My girl Tiara comes in and in her intro, she calls out Casey.
I really like Casey, and I feel like me and him would be compatible. I think he's fine. I keep thinking about him, and I'm ready to just go get my man.
When Casey looks at her when she walks in, it looked like he was calling her out too. And then Aniya says something that sounded absolutely absurd the moment that the words left her lips.
If Casey wants to throw 3 weeks away and go crazy, he didn't care about what we had to begin with.
It's like, yeah, girl, it's only been 3 weeks. I hope when you said that and you heard it out loud, you realized that it's only been 3 weeks and you reeled that back in because that was crazy. I know it moves fast and emotions are high and all that, but... And also, I find it interesting that Aniya is all of a sudden acting like she's about to go crazy. When she said she was a slow burn with KC, now all of a sudden she's not a slow burn no more. I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying. You told that man you wanted to explore. You said you ready to explore. Mind your business. Also, Tiara is from LA, so you know I'm rooting for her 3 times. She's black, she's a woman, and she's from my city. And when you're from the city, I'm repping. Obviously, I'm also rooting for Sydney, who Trinity said is her dupe, and I could see it. Gorgeous girl. She had the wavy bust down. Definitely given they could be twins. We also got Alana as a bombshell, but I don't really have too much on her. I thought her intro was a little bit boring, a little bit safe for a bombshell coming through the Mojo Dojo Casa house, so I don't really know. One thing I do know, from the moment that the boys got that text, they threw everything out the window. They said, we don't even know what a villa is. We in Casa Amor. What's the villa? They went to Casa and they did what needed to be done. And I am actually very excited. I was so afraid that both the girls and the guys were going to get to Casa, they were going to be wallflowers, and it was going to be boring. And it's giving. I'm thoroughly excited because I can be sure from both sides now that it's about to go down. The girls actually get so delusional watching the boys do all this stuff that they actually think there are men coming in. Y'all ain't getting no men tonight. They done let them get all dressed up, put their makeup on, do their hair for nothing. Y'all going to bed. They also at one point in time can hear all the girls having fun with their mans next door. And so they start screaming out, fuck you, to the Casa Amor girl, to Casa in general. And they can actually hear them from over there. And for some reason, Kenzie has to bust out her signature move, the splits, when nobody can see her do it, but okay. Now, the girls are getting their Casa boys tomorrow, and as I briefly mentioned, they're getting 12 boys. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is behind them getting so many. I think it's just variety. That's probably what it is. I think it's just variety because the girls were so closed off, and girls are kind of going to be a little bit harder to open up, so they probably just wanted more variety so that more of people's type could come in. That's what I think that is. Unless they always get 12, let me know. But one thing I do know is I saw a brief glimpse of somebody who I think had on some red shorts and had the chocolate going, and I think I got a sweet tooth, so we need to get the hell to tomorrow's episode. I'm thoroughly excited. Sensational. I cannot wait to hear y'all thoughts on everything that happened, mostly to do with the Mojo Dojo Casa house, but I want to hear everything anyway, so drop all of your thoughts below. I feel like we are playing a whole different ball game now, and I'm gonna see y'all here tomorrow to get into it. Bye. Listen.
I am watching Love Island right now. We on girl number 3 at the Mojo Dojo Casa house. Jaden, these boys are in danger. This is what I want to see.
I'm the first to admit that I don't know much about, extensions and stuff. I should not say that's not what black girls call it. And of course, because Zach is on top of right,